what is meant to be is going to be. What's for us is for us. Definitely middle sistering right now. Why does Target put that 20% sticker on the books? Like, we do not stop in the middle of chapters. God has given you an answer to your prayers, and when I'm putting on my super reading powers, I feel like this is going to be a really, really good book. Kristin Hannah is okay, girl. Good morning to my chapter besties. I am going to be chilling out today. I haven't even got myself dressed yet. I'm just, I don't know, like it's been really rainy here, and it's not been like the rain the older you get, the more the rain just kind of drains you. And yesterday was like that, today is like that. So I figured we would do a little video where I saw this idea from somebody, I forget who it was, but it was really, really cute, where she looked at how many times she picked her phone up, and that's how many pages she read for the week. But we're only gonna do for the day, and probably next year I'll run it back and do like a whole week of this, because that would be cute. So let's see how many times I picked up my phone. Today is what, Tuesday? So last Tuesday, we're gonna see, which I think was December 2nd or 3rd, no, it's December 3rd. So we're gonna see how many times I picked up my phone on December 3rd, and that's how many pages we are going to read today. Well, I sure do thank God I didn't decide to do swapping screen time for reading time, because I was on my phone last Wednesday for 13 hours and 38 minutes. Like, what the heck was I even doing? That must have been when I was on my, sometimes I spend days watching YouTube. Like, obviously when Vlogmas is over, I'm going to be on YouTube a lot, because I want to catch up on my YouTube and stuff like that, or my booktubers that I love. But anyway, we got 146 phone pickups. So I picked up 40 times for messages, 27 times for YouTube, 10 for settings. But that doesn't matter. For 146 pages is what we're going to be reading today. On a good day, I only read, I think, about 141 pages. So this is going to be challenging. Plus, it's later in the evening. So we'll see how we do on it. But first things first, we need to pick a book. I started Second Chance Romance last night, but it's on my Kindle. And I told you guys how I use my Kindle at night now. And then I do a paperback during the day. But I read all my paperbacks. So I have a 10 before the end. And I think I'm like, I need to read like 6 more books of those. So I decided to go with Kristin Hannah's The Things We Do for Love. I have never read a Kristin Hannah book. I think she is kind of historical fiction, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know, don't quote me on that, because like I said, I'm new to her. So basically this book is about, it says, years of trying unsuccessfully to conceive a child have broken more than Angie Desaria's heart. Following a painful divorce, she moves back to her small Pacific Northwest hometown and takes over management of her family's restaurant. In West End, where life rises and falls like the tides, Angie's fortunes will drastically change yet again when she meets and befriends a troubled young woman. I'm going to stop right there. There's another section, but we don't want to get too deep into it, because obviously it's going to turn into like a little reading vlog. We're going to have a good time. Super excited to start this book, but like I said, it's late because I slept in super duper late, so we're gonna have to get started right now. Ooh, this is something we all need to hear. God has given you an answer to your prayers, Angela. First of all, that's my name, my real name, which is crazy. It is not the answer you wanted, so you don't hear. It's time to listen. This is so true, because for believers out there, like, sometimes we'll ask God and ask God and ask God for answers and things like that, and he'll answer us. We'll know the answer because we'll have the feeling, we'll have that discernment and all the things, but then we don't listen because it's not what we want to hear. It's not what we want, and we have to trust God's will for our life. And so, yeah, this book is kind of triggering if you're dealing with infertility. I don't know how I was going to get in the next chapters, but like this first chapter right now is very, if you can get past the first chapter, I'm pretty sure it'll get better. Hopefully it'll get better, but it's very triggering if you are dealing or have dealt with infertility. But that was a line that I wanted to come on, because when you're dealing with infertility, obviously there's women that deal with infertility that it's like it is what it is. And then there's women that really make it their whole life to get pregnant. Like, this is what they want. They want a family. And sometimes you just have to understand that it just might not be God's will for you to have a child. And I'm 30 something, and I have come to that conclusion for myself. Like, it may just not be meant for me to have children. Now, granted, part of my life I was on birth control because I had bad periods, but I can resonate with what the mom is trying to tell Angela, because, and this is not just for infertility, this is life in general. Like, we have the answers to things, and if you don't have the answer right now, you will have the answer, but we just have to accept that answer. Accept what is meant to be is going to be. What's for us is for us. Like, we can't add or take away to it. So that's my 2 cents. I'm going back to reading because I'm only on page 10. Okay, so I love to do first chapter updates, and this, I feel like I'm gonna like this. The writing is super duper good, the plot is good, how their feelings are conveyed are good. I feel like this is gonna be a really, really good book. It's like 388 pages, so it's not the you know, the longest book in the world, but I feel like I'm really, really gonna like it. I did tell you guys about the triggers earlier, but I don't think it can be very triggering. I'll just say that if you're one of those women that's trying really hard and like it's become your life, and you like put your soul and everything into it, and it's still, pregnancy still hasn't happened for you, I don't know. And I heard Kennedy Ryan say one time, when she writes stuff like this, it's always healing in it. So I'm hoping that Angie, aka Angela, gets her healing in this book, and it's not just trauma filled. I just realized I have to edit a video today, but I'm gonna tab out how much of this I need to read today. I realized 146 pages is right in the middle of a chapter, and we do not stop in the middle of chapters, so we're gonna have to go up to 150 pages. We cannot, it's a golden rule. You don't stop in the middle of a chapter. You have to finish the chapter out. I was literally just editing a video, and in the video I said series are better than standalones, and Siri picked up on my phone. Like, mind your business. Hey Siri. Mind your business.
Sorry, I don't understand.
Yeah, I bet you don't. The weather is so dreary today. It's giving moo-moo, and I'm not ashamed. This was my late great grandmother. She passed away in 2022 or 2023, I'm sorry. And yeah, it's her, so I love it. But yeah, it's giving, the weather is just trash today. But anyway, in other news, I am only on chapter 3, page 29. So I'm going to have to put on my reading superpowers, because it is 3:02. That means I got 9 hours on top of other stuff I had to do. Listen, here's the thing. I had to cook breakfast, I had to edit my video, and it took up some time. But we're gonna do right. We're gonna get right now. A drizzly rain fell on the brick courtyard. That's what's really happening right now. It says she was voted class secretary in 9th grade and had retained an office every year since. That was me in high school. I was secretary all 4 years. We're finally being introduced to the other main character in this book, Lauren, and it's being told in third person, which I don't always like, but I do like in this book. I'm getting ready to shift gears because I really want to see, when I'm putting on my super reading powers, how many pages I can read in an hour. So I'm on page 39, chapter 4. We're gonna see how many pages I can read in an hour when I'm just like laser focused.
Few moments later.
So the family dynamics of this book is very realistic. It's given complicated. It's given Angie is the black sheep of the family. It's given the middle sister Livy is definitely middle sistering right now, and the mom, she's just kind of, you know, she's going through it. But yeah, the family dynamic is totally realistic for sure. I am so pissed. I literally read 2 chapters, went to check the time, and realized that it was stuck on 36 minutes. So I never pressed play when I pressed pause earlier. So I'm gonna have to start it again. And I was super reading too. I know. Oh, so irritated. I'm sleepy. That's what it is. I'm tired. I just want to take a nap. The weather is just, ugh. It's doing too much. Well, after speed reading for God knows how long, I'm on page 71. It's 4:33 right now. I am so tired. I think I want to take like maybe an hour nap or something and then pick back up. We have 75 more pages left, which is not bad. This book is really, really good. Like, it's holding my attention. I wonder if this is like, I think this might be like literary fiction or contemporary fiction. I need to find that out. But it's really, Kristin Hannah, this is, I think, I ain't even halfway through the book, and I think I found an author that can be added to my favorite author list. And this is only book 1 that I read of hers, but this is really, really juicy. We have that much left to read, which isn't too bad. Her descriptions on things catch you and kind of keep you engaged. Let me see. Hannah captures the joy and heartache of family as she draws the reader into the lives of her characters and makes them feel like personal friends, proving once again why she's the star of women's fiction. She's really, really dope. So yeah, let me just take a quick break and yeah, my dinner was so good. I made some chicken fried rice. Oh my gosh, the chicken was seasoned perfectly. Everything was just so good. But for real this time, I'm really gonna start my hour over. I think I just needed some food courage. Oh wait, actually I got a few more pages in this chapter. Okay, we're gonna try this again, where I read, well, see how much I can read in an hour. So it's 6:31. I am on chapter 7 and I am on page 80. Okay, so let's see. Hopefully, I might put my little reading do not disturb on, and hopefully nobody disrupts me. If so, I'm just gonna have to ignore it. But let's put this timer on so I can get an idea of how many pages I can read in an hour. So one of the characters, Lauren, she is the young girl in here. I feel so bad for her because she's pretty much raising herself. Like, the mother has basically stolen from her. Like, she's not raising her. She's not being a parent. And it's so sad. And I just realized how important adoption really is, because there's so many kids there's so many kids struggling. And I know there's this thing where they say like people don't want kids that are older, they want infants, you know, because you can kind of mold an infant, they don't really know what's going on. But somebody older, they're kind of more considered damaged. But they need love too. And I'm starting to understand. I mean, she hasn't got adopted, at least I don't know what's going to happen later on in the book, but she hasn't gotten adopted now. But it just made me think about how there are kids out there today that need love, that they need attention, that they need to be parented. Because what's happening in this book with Lauren right now is happening in real life. Kids raising themselves because the parent is out to lunch. It's a single parent household, and you know, the dad ran off or the mom ran off, and the dad is either working too much, or if it's a mom, you know, she's sort of out to lunch or she's working too much. So it's just like, it's tough, and it's really sad. So I'm just getting to the point now where Angie is drawn to this girl, and she purchases something for her, and the girl hasn't got it yet, or they haven't, you know, did her thoughts in the book yet. But it's so sad right now, but it's so good. Like, Kristin Hannah is okay, girl. Alright, so I completed an hour, so let me see what I did. So I think I read 35 pages. Yeah, I read 35 and a half pages in an hour. So I think that's kind of like, while a slow reader will only get 30 pages per hour, the average person can read about 40 pages per hour. So I'm in between slow and average. I'm currently on chapter 9. This book is really good. I'm excited to finish it. I have, let's see, we need to read 146 pages today. So I have 32 more pages to go. It's only 7:39 p.m. 7 p.m. Friday, 95 degrees. I ain't got ain't got me.
An eternity later.
I've been candy crushing for the last, it's 8:13, so what has it been, 20 minutes? I promise you we're gonna get back to this for sure, because I still have 40-something pages to read, or 30-something pages to read. So, but let me crush for a little bit, okay? In other news, I really want to start vlogging for real. Like, I want to do a bookstore vlog so bad, but I'm ashamed to like do it in front of people. I even get funny vlogging in front of my husband, like talking to a camera in front of my husband, which is the weirdest thing ever, because I'm not ashamed about anything else in front of him, but I just get so awkward when he walks in and I'm literally talking to a camera. I don't understand it. But a vlog to the bookstore is coming soon in 2025 for sure. I am on page 132, but on page 131, I love how Angie and Lauren are both confiding in one another now. So they are starting to build their relationship now, and I don't know how it's going to go in the middle. Obviously, with any relationship, there's trials and tribulations, there's struggles, there's all the negative things, but there's positive things too. And I feel like they're going to be good for each other. I feel like they're going to be good for each other's soul, because like the blurb on the back of the book says, like, Lauren needs a mother, and Angie wants to be a mother because she's had so much struggles with it. So I love how their relationship is starting to organically form, and how they are kind of trusting one another with their deepest, darkest vulnerabilities. Hold on, this is the most random side thought, and I hope y'all don't think I'm crazy for even thinking this, but this book did not come from Target. But I just started thinking, like, why does Target put that 20% sticker on the books? Like, we know it's discounted. You don't need to let us know any further that the book is discounted. Like, we know it's gonna be some money off. Like, why do they put that sticker on there? Help me understand. If you're a Target employee, please, can y'all not do that? Like, I don't like stuff. I like just a smooth cover where you can actually see the whole cover, no sticker. And then one time I tried to peel it off on one of my favorite books by Mia Sheridan, and it didn't even peel off correctly. So I am legit obsessed with this book. It's 9:52. I read 146 pages. Obviously, I told y'all earlier that it's in the middle of a chapter and we're going to finish the chapter up. I think it goes to like 150 pages. But Lauren and Angie, I can already tell there's healing between the two of them. I feel like this is already such a lovely book, and I'm probably like 40 something percent into it. It's like 400 pages. Yeah, so I'm close to like 50% into the book, and I can already tell like they're truly going to heal each other. I have an idea of what's going to happen, but I'm excited to watch it all play out. So that ends today's vlog. Obviously, we're going to run this back again, but we'll probably do it for the whole week. Thank God, I just looked and I'm like, thank God I didn't do this yesterday, because I would have had to read like 240 something pages. What was I doing last Monday? I don't know. But I'm happy to do this challenge. It was cute, it was fun, and like I said, I hope to do it again. So that's all I have for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you like, subscribe, and do all the things, and I hope to see you guys all in the next one. So we're finally getting it 329. So we're if you can see it. No, you can't see it. Hold on. We have that much. Oh, what? We have